Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for November the 13th. There went a card or two. We're going to count those. So we're going to pull cards for November 13th, one card per sign. So if you know your sun sign, you get a little bit of a little bit of information. There's at least our third card. Yeah, third card. We're going to take those. Um, wow. Okay. Can you say a lot on people's minds today? Fourth card down already. So if you know your sun, moon, and rising, you get a little bit more information than if you just know your sun sign. If you know all of your planetary placements, you can pull a lot of good juice out of a quick little reading like this. Everybody remember the contest is still running, so put a comment below this video so that you can be entered in the contest. Doesn't really matter what the comment says, as long as it's not offensive or harsh, it'll be entered. Offensive or harsh just gets deleted, by the way, just so you know. Let's see. And I'm looking forward to working with some of you in person later on today. But for right now, the cards seem to have calmed down. I think we're going to let things go right there. And I'm just going to put these here in the order that they came out, and we will work with them in that way. So, Aries, what we have showing up for you guys is the Three of Wands. This tells me that you're either making travel plans or you're making some other type of long-term plans today. All right, that's pretty cut and dried. We can move on from there. Taurus. Eight of Wands showing up in reverse today. This just means that things are slowing down today. Communication is going to be slowing down. If this is a work thing, this can be that there's not a lot of work actually happening or not a lot of communication going on between you and your clients. And so this is a really great time to catch up on some of those things that have been sort of waiting for you to have a chance to get to them. I do believe Eight of Wands in reverse is just a temporary card, so you want to take advantage of this time. You don't want to do any kind of procrastination. You want to jump right into those things that have been sitting on your to-do list for a little while today. Okay, that's for Taurus. Next up, we're looking at Gemini. Hierophant showing up for you guys. This just means that you guys are going to be coming into some type of long-term or committed agreement of some type. This could be that you're actually getting married. This could be signing a contract for a mortgage or a car loan, long-term contract or commitment with the Hierophant. And then let's look at Cancer. I think this is the last one of our cards that fell. Yep. Okay, so Cancer, what you guys have showing up is the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man just means that you have a situation that you're just not exactly sure how to move forward with, and so you're allowing yourself some time to really think this through, maybe even do some meditation on it and figure out what is the best way to move forward with this situation, but taking some time to really study that and figure that out. Okay, so that was for Cancer. Next up we have Leo. Leo, oh wow. So this is the first time we've gotten a Tower card since at least the 6th of November. So Leos, you guys do have the Tower card. This is just telling me that you have some kind of major shakeup that is happening. And this doesn't have to be anything, you know, totally earth-shattering. This can be that you're redecorating or remodeling your home, or that you're arranging things in a way that is more feng shui. That can definitely shake up the energy. You know, so there's something going on that is a shakeup in the energy today. And so, you know, always better if we're the ones in control of that. But if we're not in control of that, if this is spirit shaking up your energy, then what you need to know is that energy is being shaken up for a reason. Things have been kind of stagnant, and you weren't really looking for a situation where you could grow and expand. Spirit does not like that when we don't grow or expand. And so Spirit's just kind of pushing you out of that safe space in giving you the opportunity and the motivation to really look for whatever you can find to replace that. And Spirit doesn't do that unless there's something better out there. So be looking for something better, for an improvement, for things to come up because of this shakeup, whether it's a shakeup under your control or that Spirit has initiated. Either way, things are going to be looking up on the other side of this. All right. So that was for Leo. Next up, Virgo. Nine of Cups showing up in reverse. Virgo, this is telling me that you're feeling a little bit frustrated, unfulfilled, that you're not offering as much to the world, or you're not being called upon to give as much to the world as you would like to. So feeling kind of unfulfilled with that Nine of Cups showing up in reverse. For some of you, and I don't think this is the majority, I think it's probably the minority, but some of you may be feeling pretty hungover, and that may be why you're not giving as much to the world as you normally would. Okay, and what date are we looking at again? This is the 13th. What day is the 13th? Just wondering. Saturday. Okay, well that would line up with a hangover, I guess, for typical people. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Libra. Libras, you guys have the Four of Cups showing up in reverse. I think you guys had this in reverse not that long ago too. Somebody did for sure. Anyway, this just means that even though there have been disappointments that have come up, you're doing really well about just sort of taking those in stride and focusing on the opportunities that you have in front of you and working with those instead of getting all hung up and dragged down in the disappointments. Okay, let's see about Scorpio. Oh. Scorpio, Two of Swords showing up in reverse. This is telling me that we are making some type of decision today. Well, we're trying to make some type of decision today is more accurate. This is a card that says basically that we're having a hard time really coming to a conclusion about which side of the fence we want to come down on for this. We may feel like we don't have enough information, and we may be having a hard time being objective about this and really being able to hear our intuition whenever this card comes in reverse. So we want to, if we can, buy ourselves more time before we make this decision. And especially, sometimes we put ourselves in a position where we tell ourselves, I need to make this decision, and I need to make this decision today. Nobody else is really expecting the decision today, but we are. Especially if that's the case, buy yourself some more time. Tell yourself, you know what, I would rather make a decision I feel good about than rush it. And if somebody else is trying to rush you or push you, buy some time if you can. If you're in a situation where you can buy some time, please do that. Because I feel like we're not really in touch with our intuition well enough to make a really solid decision we can be confident in just yet. Okay? So that's for Scorpios. Next up, we need Sagittarius' card. Ten of Pentacles showing up in reverse. Ten of Pentacles in reverse is just telling me that there is something that makes you feel secure in your experience, and this can be family, this can be finances, resources, investments, home, vehicle, something that makes you feel secure, and you're looking to upgrade it today. And as you're looking to upgrade that, you may be running into some obstacles or some frustration that you weren't exactly counting on. And so I do feel like whatever this is you're trying to upgrade, I don't feel like you're not going to be able to. I just feel like it's going to be delayed. Okay, Sagittarius. Next up, we're looking at Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorns, you guys have the Nine of Swords showing up in reverse. This is telling me that something that was making you feel stressed out and anxious, maybe even causing you to lose some sleep before, today that is not going to be bothering you anymore. So either this situation is going to be changing for you today, Capricorn, or you're going to be doing some healing work for your own self on your emotions and your thoughts so that you can come into a place of relief rather than this constant stress. Okay, we like this card. This is a good card. Shows relief. Aquarius. Aquarius. You guys have the Star card. This would be your card technically if we were to look at it, but this is your card in reverse. And really, I'm not feeling so much that this is just talking about you or your shadow side, although, I mean, of course, technically it could. That's just not what I'm feeling about it, and I do read the card psychically. What I'm really feeling from this card is that you're just not really quite sure what your purpose is today. You may be doing a little bit of wandering or exploring as far as what your purpose is. Your energy may be kind of scattered. You may be having a hard time focusing on getting those things done that you consider your most important things. All right? So, you know, Whenever you see this coming in, you want to work on focus and discipline. La da 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 da. I don't think it's that you don't know your purpose. I just think you're having a hard time staying focused on it. Pisces. Pisces, Pisces. You guys have the Hermit showing up in reverse. Excuse me. Let me get a drink of water real quick. Sorry about that. So you've got the Hermit showing up in reverse, which just means, Pisces, that you have spent some time by yourself trying to sort of figure out what makes you tick, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what are your priorities, and sort of resetting those priorities and coming up with a game plan of getting from where you are now to where you want to be based on those priorities. And so when we see the Hermit coming into reverse for you today, now you're coming out into a position where you're talking to people again. You're not alone as you figure this out anymore. You're done. You've got enough information that you can come out into the world and start making some decisions and taking action based on some of those things that you discovered about yourself during that time alone. And this time alone could be earlier today, and then you feel like coming out and being more social later on in the day, or it could be that you have spent some time alone before, and today you're spending time around people in general. Okay, either way. All right, so that's what I've got for everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. I do appreciate that. Looking forward to talking to some of you in person later on for readings or Reiki sessions. And the rest of you guys, I'll see you all back on the next video. Peace out.